Welcome to Amy Kardashian and the Expert Show, where the experts share their knowledge, wisdom, and powerful insights to help you transform your business and personal life. This show is about real-world education and beyond. I have a wonderful guest with me right now, Dr. Cameron Hall. Is that correct?
Yes.
Doctor, okay. And he's going to share with us on how to have a healthy spine for life. This is so exciting because many people really deal with these issues. One of them is my husband, and I can't wait to, I'm sure probably he's watching right now and he could take some insights from this. So welcome to the show, doctor.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure to have you. So how could we have a healthy spine for life? Can you educate us, please?
Absolutely. So your spine is made up of bones, obviously, so vertebrae. And the bones have three major jobs. Their first job is weight distribution. Their second job is protection. And their third job is muscular attachment. So weight distribution speaking, so your spine has three major segments in it: the cervical, thoracic, and lumbar.
Okay.
And each of these segments are curved, and those curves oppose each other, and they allow for weight distribution as we're upright and walking. So step one, the bones have to be in the right position, or else the weight distribution is altered. And when the weight distribution is altered, that means one bone will take more weight than it's supposed to, and it will wear out prematurely. And that's what we call arthritis. So the goal is your bones, number one, have to be in the right position. So, and that's where PT, chiropractic, and other areas like that come in. And so first you need to see just exactly where those bones are. And if they're in the wrong place, you have to get them in the correct orientation. That will allow you to then have proper weight distribution. Once the weight distribution is in the right place, everything else will fall in line. So it's the position of the bones that is absolutely paramount as you get older. Because once that weight starts to attack any one bone or any one joint, then that wear and tear process has begun. And it's very difficult to come back from that. So number one, your bones have to be in the right orientation. Once they are, then you just stabilize them and try and keep them in the proper orientation, and they'll last you 85, 95 years, so long as the weight distribution is optimal.
So what you recommend, what you're saying, even if you don't have a problem with your back, it's good to go and check it and make sure it's not an aversion of breaking or it's in the right alignment. So you don't
Yes.
have to wait until you have a problem.
Exactly. Well, and oftentimes, so what happens is your body is really good at compensating. So even if those bones are in the wrong position and that weight distribution is altered and the wear and tear process has begun, your body is very, very good at compensating. So it'll pull in other muscle groups that are not necessarily supposed to be compensating for that, but they'll help to hold the load so you don't know that there's something going on until years later when those compensations have failed. And then the pain starts.
Okay.
But you're already years into the process. And once you get so far, it's harder and harder to come back from that. But the best time to get those areas checked out, to get your spine checked out, is before you ever have any aches and pains.
Before. So what happened is, like, you're having a bank account, you're having a saving account, and you're having checking account. And then the saving account is covering whatever's coming through the checking account. You don't even know because it's covering it somehow. So then very soon you go to your saving account, there is nothing there because it's been covering. I don't know if that analogy makes sense.
It's a very good analogy because once you don't know you're using that savings account,
Then very
when you
soon-
go to it and you think you need it, it's already gone.
And then you relax. You're saying, well, I have my saving account, it covers me. So it is very important early on to start checking every how many years you think we should check, you think? I mean, what is the
once you have an initial evaluation, it could be, maybe once a year or once every couple of years. It depends on if there is anything going on. So if you have an evaluation and you do find there are areas that are not in the proper orientation, you'll need to do some steps to get those bones and those structures back to their optimal position. And then once they're there, you can do a very easy set of exercises to make sure they maintain that position, and maybe get it checked up once a year.
You know what happened when we don't see something or when we don't feel something, we don't fix it because we don't really, until it's too late sometimes. Like, who's gonna really do these exercises that I don't need? And now you're making me feel like, oh, okay, I can catch it now before it's too late later on. It's kind of like your eyes. You need to go and check your eyes every year, to a certain point. So what happened if it's a little bit too late, not too late, if you already have the problem and you didn't know you have the problem, how late it is to fix the problem?
Well, it depends on the level of degeneration or arthritis, so the wear and tear. Once it gets to a certain point, there is a point where it becomes unrecoverable, and that's where the point of surgery would come in. So our ultimate goal in what we do is to stop it before it ever gets to that point of needing surgery. But there is a point where it has gone too far. And so if you've been living with aches and pains for 5, 10 years, there's going to be a significant amount of degeneration or arthritis in there. And that limits our ability to recover from that. Not just your ability, but my ability as a practitioner. It limits what I can do and the options we have to perform.
Okay.
So again, once that pain is there, you're already well into that process.
In the process, when you don't have anything wrong and starting to have something wrong, and it is taken out from a different muscles to help you out, how is it? There is any signs that, okay, maybe my pain is not in my back, but in different muscles in my body, and it's getting weak because all the energy is going to help me with my back? There is any signs that we could look for, like, okay, maybe I'm having problems with different muscles in my body because now, or I'm feeling weak, or any of that, or no?
Oh, absolutely. So the number one thing you're going to see is people will always say, I hold my stress in my shoulders. That's the number one key, because once that begins, because you really don't hold your stress in your shoulders. What you're holding is a biomechanical insufficiency. And whenever those muscles in the traps have to activate, those are stabilizers. And so when your body needs extra help, it's going to activate the trapezius muscle and the muscles in your neck to carry the extra or altered load. Once that's happened, once you feel that, the process has been there already, most likely for 3 to 5 years.
So I need to run then and go check my back, because that's exactly what's happening lately. Is I'm feeling so much tightness here because I'm like overworked or whatever. So that's probably, it could be a sign.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, it's I don't want to hear it, but it is there, obviously, right? What else can we do? We have a couple more minutes to go.
What's that?
We have a couple more minutes to go, so give us some more information. I'm loving this.
Absolutely. So again, bones are built for weight distribution. And so everybody knows somebody with either a hip or a knee replacement. And being healthy with your spine is just, it controls the weight of the torso. But once you get down to the hips and the knees, that weight distribution is very important as well. So once the spinal alignment shifts, it's going to shift the weight from hip to hip and then knee to knee. So whenever you see somebody that has a hip replacement or a knee replacement, that means that joint has worn out prematurely. And it has worn out due to increased wear and tear because of altered biomechanics or altered weight distribution. So it's not just your spinal health. Once the spine starts to alter its weight distribution, it will go to the hips. There's no way around it. These are just laws of physics. And once that weight starts to attack any one joint, it will start that wear and tear process. And then once it gets to a point, it's unrecoverable. And then you do have to have surgery. You'll have to have either a hip replacement or a knee replacement. But it all starts with the proper alignment of the bones.
I didn't know that, and my hips are starting to hurt. And last week I told my husband my hips are hurting. I don't know why. I never had this problem before. Now I understand why. So thank you so much. You're probably saving me from having surgery. Definitely I need to go take care of this. So I never knew because of my back, my hips might be hurting. So that's
Exactly.
two signs, here and the hips. So this interview actually for me more than anything. So I appreciate your information. Please give us your website. I would love to have you again on my show because, I mean, this is amazing.
Absolutely. It's www.discoverhealthandwellness.com. And we're here in Denver, Colorado. And, you can see a qualified chiropractor anywhere in the United States, and they should be able to, do this for you. But if you're interested in more information on what we do specifically, discoverhealthandwellness.com.
Thank you so much for being on the show. I would look forward to having you next time so we could continue this great conversation and save people's life in a way, because when you're healthy, you feel you are alive. And when you're not healthy, it starts to slow you down a little bit. So I appreciate you so much. And again, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
And for all of you, we'll be right back.
Are you frustrated and wasting time searching for high-quality education and entertainment and not finding it? Stop wasting your time. We've got your solution. Our 3 dynamic and unique online TV shows provide you with high-quality and easy-to-find content. Everything from business skills and self-development to book and movie reviews and everything in between. At akexpertstv.com, you'll find high-quality experts in their field, in one place, at no cost to you. Visit www.akexpertstv.com today.